Well, aren't you the belle of the isle? All right, Detroit Belle Isle 132,075 is what I was able to get. I was really hoping to get in the 131s. Not quite there. I hit the point of diminishing returns. I was getting better sectors and stuff, just not able to put everything together. I do think the fast guys are going to be doing 29s, 30s, somewhere on that edge there, high 29s, low 30s. Yeah, we'll show you the fast lap, and then we'll come back here and give a couple thoughts and say goodbye. Here you go.
That lap was a 132.56. That puts you 0.28 off your best. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 time is okay. Your lap time was 132.08. Sector 3 time is fast.
All right, Detroit Belle Isle Porsche Cup fixed. Haven't touched the brake bias. 132.075 is what we were able to get. Shooting for about half a second faster. Didn't get it. I've hit the point of diminishing returns. 400. That's where we're going to brake for the first corner. So we're going to get on the brakes pretty good. We're going to go down and slowly lift off our trail through this corner here. And we're just going to hold that pressure. We're going to get down to third gear, use the engine braking a little bit. We're going to start getting ready to accelerate. Now we're just going to hold part throttle through the rest of this corner here. Just got to be patient. A lot of this track has patience as a key. We're going to dab as we're coming out of this corner. We're going to put a little bit of brake pressure on as we're setting up for it, and then we're going to get back on the throttle, getting ready. Hopefully have a good exit. I have to lift a little bit because I was a little too eager at the beginning of the throttle application there, but now we're just slowly feeding it in as we come out. Gonna straighten out the wheel, rest of the throttle. It is bumpy as all heck on this street course, so we got to be careful as we're exiting. It's super easy on any of these to lose the car, but yeah, we're full throttle here. Next braking point is going to be before the 400. I've kind of been using this patch of asphalt that's a little different colored as my reference point. If there's somebody next to you, it's not going to work. It's just also like maybe a car length before the 400 is where we're going to start braking. Again, we're going to have to be pretty heavy on the brakes because we are going fast. Just braking a straight line here. We're going to go all the way down to second. Use that engine braking to help slow the car down as we're downshifting. Hold that brake pressure and start to ease off. We're going to clip this corner a little bit as we come over. Get on the accelerator before we hit it. Shift the weight back. And as we straighten out the wheel, we're going to put the rest of the throttle down. Next corner here, we don't have a definitive braking point, but we're just wanting to put a little bit of brake pressure on. kind of trying to get myself to think, you know, just as little pressure as possible to make the corner. Yeah, I don't have a real good spot, and I'm a little inconsistent on this corner as a result. But we're just going to put a little bit of brake pressure on and then ease off. We're going to just brush this curb on the right here, keeping it in third, and then we're back on the throttle. You can see sometimes I got a little exuberant in my throttle application after this corner, but we're just going to hold the throttle there until we get straightened out. Back on it all the way. Next braking point, there's an angle in this wall. So this is coming in at an angle here, and then it straightens out. That's our braking point. And when we do that, we're going to downshift to second. Sometimes I go up to fourth. It's an accident when I do. Really want to just keep it in third until we're getting ready to come down and slow down here until we get to second. Just holding the brakes. I don't like taking this curb. It's too high. If we hit it, it really makes the car wallow around and takes it a while to settle out. So it takes us longer to get on the application of the throttle again, which we're putting in a little bit. Then we're going to straighten out the wheel. We still need to come over here, so we're not going to straighten all the way out, but we're putting all that throttle down. Just have a little bit, maybe 5 degrees of wheel in there. And we're going to get back up to third for a little bit. And then as we come through here, kind of braking at the end of this, it kind of depends on how much speed we were able to get up, either here or up here, somewhere in the middle here. But just a little bit of brakes. Again, trying to use as little brake as I can through this corner, just enough to get the front tires to bite in. We're going to downshift to second. Try and bring the car as close as we can to this barrier here. Back on the throttle, part way. Kind of hold that. And then as we straighten out the wheel, we're going to get all the throttle, and it's full throttle through here. We're going to try and minimize the distance we're traveling. Come over here, and back over here. And then braking point is before the 100 marker here, kind of like here-ish. We're gonna hit the brakes. Heavy braking, because again, we're going really fast. Might even be able to brake a little harder, but we'd have to come off it right away. And then we're just gonna slow down, get down to second. We're gonna clip this curb on the right here. Then as we hit it, we're kind of getting onto the accelerator again, easing back onto it as we straighten out the wheel. And we're going to come on over to the right hand side here. And when we kind of meet up with the wall, with the wall kind of comes out at its furthest is our braking point for this corner here. Get down to second, turn in. This one is one that the pavement is really uneven, so we gotta be careful, otherwise it's super easy to spin the car out. But we are accelerating. I would rather not hit that curb, I don't think. Yeah, you can see the car got a little when we hit it coming out. I had to put the brakes back on just a smidge to get the car to settle back down, but we are back on the throttle. We're going to get up to third, just hold it until we kind of come around this next, so we're full throttle through here, and then we're going to kind of start to slow down, and then on this straight part, counterintuitive, but we're just going to hold a little bit of brake pressure, because we want to be, and we're just holding a little bit of throttle. I had to modulate quite a bit coming through here, trying to keep my speed. What we're trying to, our goal is, I goof this up. This is one of my worst parts of the track. We want to be on the far left over here, so we have got a good opening because this next part is big straightaway. And then I hit this curb. Not ideal. But we're just holding that brake pressure to try and open up this corner as much as possible. And then we are going to just keep that brake pressure held. And then we're going to slowly ease back onto the accelerator. There is a dip somewhere in the pavement here, right on the exit. And yeah, right here, you can kind of see it dips down, and that can really unsettle the car if you hit the throttle at the wrong time. And you can see I've done quite a few little donuts there that I did not intend to do. So just be real careful on the exit here. We're just holding part throttle, and then as soon as the car even settles down, we're gonna get to full throttle. Our next braking point up here is going to be the 300 marker. So we're full throttle until then. 300. We are going to hit the brakes there. And this is another one of those where we're just trying to get the car slowed down, ease up almost immediately. Hold it in third. Easy. Turn in. This is a really high speed corner. And then as soon as we're coming out, we're going to start getting back on the throttle. Then we are full throttle through here. And I had some faster sectors through here after this lap. I just couldn't put everything together. We're easing off. I'm just going to lift right here. Sometimes a little dab on the brakes helped. Sometimes it didn't. So it just kind of depends on, I think, how much speed you've got carried in there. We're just getting back on the throttle here as we're coming out. And you're going to have to kind of experiment with that and see what's going to work out best for you. But here, yeah, it's full throttle the rest of the way. And we got ourselves a 132.075 at Detroit Belle Isle. So yeah, the only experience I've had with Belle Isle has been in multi-class races, and wasn't a super huge fan of it just because passing traffic is real tough here. There are, similar to Coda, some of these areas where you got to go slow to go fast, and I have trouble with that. Learning, getting better. So we'll see how it goes. I think I might be able to pick up some speed throughout the week. Maybe not. I don't know. Can get into the 33s, the high 32s pretty easily, consistently. The low 32s, 31s are a struggle I'm pushing. And on street courses, I don't like pushing way too hard because the consequences of screwing up on a street course are a lot worse than they are screwing up on a course that has runoff. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. If you want to watch along live when we do it, head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman. Leave a follow. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. I understand. I'm not the quickest guy. And if you think I earned it, hit the subscribe button. It does help out. We'll see you next time. Bye.